Hello everybody and welcome to ParishCast. Today you're here with your hosts Coop and Connie over there. Say hello to the people.
Hey, what's
Connie.
up, gamers? What's up? How's everyone doing? How you doing, Coop?
Don't call me Coop, we're not family. Anyways, today we're going to be talking about, one of those parishes, right? Those like
Shut the hell, shut up.
Like counties, but stupid.
Shush. I got something to talk about. Today I'm going to be talking about the Netflix original series Racket Boys. Racket Boys is a Korean drama on Netflix. It's a city kid is brought to the countryside by his father. His new coaching gig. He revives a ragtag middle school badminton team on the brink of extinction. You ever heard of this, Scoop?
McDonald's and you. McDonald's and you. Fresh.
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay. Well, let me start. I'm gonna tell you about the first episode. Yoon Young Jung, a badminton coach and devoted father, struggling to meet his family expenses. Yoon Ha Kang, I think, his son, a basketball enthusiast, fails to go to baseball camp as they could not pay the fees.
Sorry, one second. Connie, I hate to say this, on the mic, but we don't allow racism in this podcast.
Oh, that's the only thing I know.
Okay, well, that's unfortunate. Maybe just a little bit, but you gotta do a bit of a racism sandwich, if you know what I mean. Like, you throw in some, like, very inclusive things, then the really terrible, hurtful, hateful things, and then another pretty, non-problematic thing. Just, like a piece of white bread, and then, like, literal razor blades covered in hot burning lava,
Okay.
and then another piece of white bread, and there you go.
Okay, yeah. Have you heard of the Great American Bible Challenge starring Jeff Foxworthy?
Sorry, I don't believe in Jeff Foxworthy.
Okay, very good. You might be a redneck if you believe in Jeff Foxworthy. You know that?
That's really interesting. Yeah, there's this great book, right? And it's called 101 Redneck Jokes, right?
Yeah.
And I just wanna read out some of those.
Okay.
And let's just get some of these, pull these up. So this is a really funny one, right? You might be a redneck if you consider a 6-pack of beer and a bug zapper quality entertainment.
I don't understand.
You see, the joke is, right? Rednecks, right? They love that alky, that just sweet nectar. They probably, like, maybe a Mike's Harder if they're feeling fancy. And a bug zapper, right? So essentially what it is it's this, like, piece of electronic equivalent.
Joke's done. Get her done. So, you know what a persimmon is?
No, I'm straight.
Oh. Why? Hold on just 1 second. Please hold. I'm just gonna be just 1 second. Let me fix that. Yeah, let me 1 sec. Please hold. Can you hear me? Can you hear me well? Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine.
I got a Terry's chocolate orange here. I'm about to give her a good whack. Now I want you to think about this next time you talk guff to me, kid. Could've been you.
I'm gonna invent a time machine, and I'm gonna go back to when you were just a wee lass. You hear that? I'm gonna push in, just really tenderly.
That's a feature. That's an ashtray.
An ashtray?
That's a built-in ashtray.
I'm gonna make it actually more of a water runoff. Like there's gonna be a bit of a lopsidedness, so all the ashes they just fall out. It's just like a gutter essentially. They'll call you little gutter baby, and you'll be sitting. You know, they'll be like, "Uh-oh, the gutter's broke. Put gutter baby out there. Little bit of duct tape. Now your house is protected."
I don't like talking about kids. I don't like talking about babies. I don't like... That makes me think about the fact that, like, the future and the past exist. I don't like it. Take it back.
You're on this forever. This podcast doesn't end. I'm in your walls. 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 I'm in your walls.
You ever heard of the Atari Lynx?
You know what? I actually have. And you know what also I've heard of? Is that we can shut up and move on from this topic because it's lame. Because you're lame. You know, I just wanted to come on here, talk about some sweet, sweet parishes, you know, get some good, and maybe even change a life or two. But no, you're going to come in here with all your nonsense and tomfoolery, all your garbage and dumpster ideas, and you're going to disgrace this. This is a podcast for the ages. This is played. This is going to be played for our children, for our children's children. And they're going to be like, "Oh no, why was Connie so stupid in episode 4?
Hey, you know what, you little pathetic baby man? Sick of you. Sick of this. You ever heard of Alan Parrish?
What's a parish?
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what you always say.
Oh, is that true? Is that true? Huh? 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 Little baby? Little baby? Little baby?
What do you think about that?
I don't appreciate your tone, young lady. Hey, how about you meet me up at 13416 North MacArthur Boulevard, Oklahoma City, 73142. And we can fight, we can get a nice beef and cheddar and maybe a benevolent Arby's and hash this out. But you're going to come on my podcast, you're going to chew. Chewing's not allowed. We don't believe in food.
That wasn't me chewing. I was letting a piece of chocolate melt in my mouth, but you wouldn't know the difference, would you?
I hate you.
Are you familiar with the concept of community college?
So let me start telling you about, this great way. So a lot of people, most people, they peel a banana from the top. And then the smart few, they pull it from the bottom. But the truly exquisite few will just, you take a clean snap across the middle, and you squeeze it, you mush it out of the banana peel into your mouth. Then avoiding the stringy bits that no one likes and the squishy bit that no one likes. For really, you're creating the vegan's Go-Gurt.
So what I like to do is I like to take some oil and I like to heat up my wok. And what I do is I scrape all that nonsense out of the middle of the banana. I just take that yellow part. I just cut that into thin strips and I throw that in some oil, fry it up, cover that in some salt, pepper, some funnel cake batter, deep fry it again. Eat that right there.
I eat my banana shells raw, like a true man. You're sitting here with your little baby. Oh, I need to put some olive oil on it. No, get out of here. Die. You know who else puts oil on their banana shells? Joe Biden. Case closed.
You just said a name there. I'm not familiar with that.
Oh, well,
Who?
there's this guy, right? There's this show, Impractical Jokers, right? And there's this guy on it. He's really funny. His name's Joe, right? And then you know, he died, and now he's not on the show anymore. So what I was trying to say there, I was trying to do an homage to a fallen soldier, and you're just out here concerned about names you don't know because you don't care about our country. All you care about is getting your little banana shell rations and not having to work a day in your life because you're a filthy commie.
Look, I'm just saying, I've never met a gay person that's not a commie.
I've never met a gay person, period.
Are you familiar with the Birthday Boys?
Don't go there. So you know this that show Johnny Test, that hit animated series Johnny Test. You know they used a lot of sound effects in that show, right? And one of the most famous sound effects they use, right?
It was the fart noise,
yeah, it was
right?
the, you know, when like the dog Odie or whatever.
Yeah.
Or like the, you know, like Odie and Dookie or whatever the names were. The sisters, they'd come out and then they'd be like, "Oh, what's up? I'm the CIA agent and I'm black." And then but the comedy there is, see, his name's White, but his skin is not white. And then they play the fart noise. And all my troubles melt away. You know, then, you know, sometimes you gotta know when to hold them. And then you gotta know when to fold them. You gotta know when to walk away. Know when to run.
One second. One second.
Sorry, I don't negotiate with terrorists.
You ever heard a song make you cry?
What's a song?
You used to call me on my cell phone late night when you need my love. Call me on my cell phone late night when you need my love. And I know when that hotline bling. That can only mean one thing. You know what that
What's
thing
that
is?
thing?
You might be a redneck if that hotline bling.
See, that was from the hit game Night in the Woods, where these guys, right? These funny guys, they're trying to invade this poor girl's house, right? And, you know, blast her with this neck sucky thingy. And you have to watch the cameras on the, you know, on the amazing CD technology. You gotta watch the cameras and set traps and other possible things, you know, to keep them from getting that real nice lady with the soft fingers. And I'm just gonna say it. All women are inherently sinners.
I mean, I'm not going to disagree with you. Like, I myself respect trans women, but the only way that I can respect them is by not respecting them, because I don't respect women.
Frankly, I don't think I've ever even seen a woman. Like, do they even exist?
Hey. I want you to take that back. I want you to look in the mirror right now, because you've seen one.
I don't like your tone, Missy. See, there's this little thing, right? And it's called Chivalry, and you know what? You just killed it. You just killed it. I go every night. I do my due diligence as a citizen. I go every night. I go into the forest and start crying and, tearing off chunks of people's flesh for later consumption and bead making. But, and you're just out here. You're sitting there. What? Don't you do like a tech support on John Deere American Farmer? You're sitting there on the line every day, day in, day out.
I'm not familiar with that. I'm not familiar with that one. Tart Farmer?
Tart Farmer. Oh, I bet you're a fan of Tart Farmer 2014. It ruined the series. Tart Farmer 2012 was great, and the optimization issues in Tart Farmer 2014 are ridiculous. You're just trying to derail this great podcast, and I don't appreciate it. I was sitting here trying to talk about the Netflix original Sexy Beasts, and you're talking about women's rights? Like, this isn't fairy tale podcast. We talk about real things, like sexy beasts, because there are some beasts there, and they're mighty sexy. And I don't need to hear it.
Are you familiar with the Daleks?
I'm not. You know what? I'm not. You hellion.
Well, you're not gonna be. You're never gonna be. You know why? I was gonna tell you, but then you took a tone with me. I should pop you. I should pop you in the mouth. I should just give you a quick pop right in the lips. Just
women have hollow bones.
Oh, like chickens, so they can fly?
No, they can't fly because they're too busy crying over frivolous things such as women's rights.
I'm just saying.
Have you seen Zootopia? Oh my god, this movie, right, is hilarious. So, there's foxes and bunnies, they don't get along. If I know anything about foxes and bunnies, they do not get along. They hate each other. But these two, Judy and Nick, they get together and they become detectives together. And they gotta find out why everyone is, so scared of these predators, because they're just getting, juiced up with some sort of opioid. And it's...
Yeah, I think that the problem I have with that movie is it's kind of an Animal Crossing ripoff, isn't it? It
does involve animals.
Yeah, and there's that little one that is the mayor's assistant.
Oh yeah, so Animal Crossing, right? Tortimer. I am a Tortimer stan. Me and Tortimer, I really love when he starts talking about his theories about certain national tragedies. Not certain national tragedies, all of the national tragedies.
I do think it's really weird because every time I boot up my Switch, I get a little Tortimer screen. Most people always talk about how they get the town announcements, and whenever mine opens up, it's something about jet fuel can't melt steel beams.
Yeah.
It's just Tortimer.
And there's this.
It's just a Reddit thread. It's a Reddit thread, and it just zooms out, and it's Tortimer typing away on his computer.
And there's this guy, KK Slider, right? And he sings songs, and he was singing the song, and he was like, "Oh, I hate minorities, do 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 do," and then he's like, "Hey, do you want the record? So then I can play it in my house all day." And
yeah, there's just. I can't do it. I can't play that game anymore. Every time I play it, it just gets worse. They started talking about me specifically.
See, my game, when you get the little morning announcements, Isabel's Cooper Jackson, kill your family, kill your family, kill your family, kill your family, and it's getting a little strange, because it's with all those microchips, they must just know everything, because I'm is the game really talking to me?
Kids are inside playing all these games. Whatever happened to go outside and hitting each other with sticks?
You know, see, I try and, get back. I try and hit each other with sticks to bring back the good old days. Me and, 3 other friends, we found this, this man that was alone, and we all jumped on him with these big wooden sticks and just started hitting them over him, giggling with glee, going, tee-hee-hee, tee-hee-hee.
There was this one time, I hate to change the subject on you. I know you were really getting into that. But there was this time when you were like a little baby, like a little baby man, like you are now. But you were like littler and more baby. And you just filled that diaper right up. And that's what you're doing right now. That's what you're doing right now.
I don't appreciate you bringing my private matters into this podcast. I was born 6 feet tall, fully clothed.
Yeah, and that's what makes it more impressive, because that shot right all the way up your back.
And I don't appreciate you coming here to this podcast and just spouting filth. That's disgusting. People are trying to eat while they're listening to this podcast, and you're talking about... I've
been eating this chocolate orange this whole time.
You would eat a chocolate orange. You look like the type of gal to go up to a chocolate orange, lick your fingers, go, and go, don't mind if I do.
I like to just throw it in the garbage.
Yeah. See, I like to put the chocolate in my mouth, and then I just and spit it out onto the floor for, my dog to pick up later. And he just thinks it's, just food. But no, it's chocolate. And I try and play a game of how sick can I get him without having to take him to the vet, and just right into his mouth sometimes.
I don't like jokes like that.
I don't like you.
And with that, I think we're coming to the end of our podcast.
Yeah, your torment will never end, but for them, they only get a snippet of what's to come. I